Hi everyone, this is an energy reading for all signs for the month of June. I will be pulling an oracle card and then a few tarot cards to find out what's going on with you for that month. And afterwards, I'll get some advice from your guides. I will be starting off with the Aquarius. See you all inside. Hi Aquarius, this is your energy reading for the month of June. To start off, your overall energy for June is new moon energy. A new start is coming. So for this month, it's an opportunity to start from the beginning, maybe with a situation that you'll be dealing with. If you've been dealing with some toxicity anywhere in your life, this is an opportunity to wipe the slate clean and make a fresh start of it. For the tarot cards, you have the Page of Cups, the Empress, and the Five of Wands. So for this month, you will be receiving some type of emotional news, happy news. But that's going to cause some issues around motherhood or mother issues maybe. This also could be a disagreement with a parent. Whatever these issues are, it's going to create some challenges for you and possibly even lead to some internal conflict. Your advice from your guides, they give you the Elder Turtle, slow down. For the Elder Turtle, that means they want you not to make any impulsive decisions or impulsive actions with whatever you're dealing with. To take a minute to breathe, slow down. Usually the universe at this time is asking you, when they showed the Elder Turtle, they want you to take the time to realign and balance your nervous system, because doing that's going to help you with anything that you're feeling overwhelmed with at this time, with any of these challenges that pop up. Elder Turtles move slowly and intentionally, calling you to walk beside them. If it feels like things are not happening fast enough in your life, know that this is the medicine you need at this time. Your system must build capacity for the next steps to happen. It's not time to push past your limits, as your body and spirit always know. And that is it for the Aquarius reading. And next up is Pisces. Hi Pisces, this is your energy reading for the month of June. To start off, the overall energy for this month will be new moon in Aquarius. Bring love into the situation. So Aquarius is a air sign, and for this month of June, it's going to require you, for situations that you're dealing with, to remain emotionally unattached, to maybe put your emotions in the back seat and let your mind take control a little bit with things that you've been dealing with. This energy can also represent major change is needed in your life. A lot of progress needs to be made. And this is about letting go of the past so that you can move quickly into the future. This also can be about having to handle things on an individual level or handle things independently. For the tarot cards, you have the reverse Eight of Cups, the reverse Death card, and the Seven of Swords. So this month, you'll be dealing with a lack of direction. And that's going to cause you to really resist change. And then that's going to lead you to some shady behavior or actions. For the advice from your guides, they give you the Elder Coyote. They recommend embracing flexibility. So whatever situation you'll be dealing with this month, it's going to require you to be flexible and to really be willing to be more adaptable with everything that comes your way. They want you to add in some unpredictable energy into the mix with whatever you're handling, especially with decision making. So if you're having to make some decisions or faced with a decision and you only get presented with 2 options, throw some unpredictable energy in the mix and add a option C or even an option D to the mix. If you've been handling things that decision making, things that you've been handling it really seriously and intense, maybe bring in some lighter energy, some laughter, some love into it. Let's see. Elder Coyote reminds you to see through the illusion of certainty. While the energies may feel erratic and chaotic, stay with the shakeup. You have the power to adapt and move forward in a new and amplified way. And that is it for the Pisces reading. Next up is Aries. Hi Aries, this is your energy reading for the month of June. To start off, the overall energy for this reading is the gibbous moon. You're very close to achieving your goal. So the gibbous moon card for this reading is about, in a situation you're dealing with, is about something that's been building and building and building and building and building, and it's close to its breaking point. It's about to burst. This is a situation that is very intense because it's building so much. And because of that, it's always shown to show some caution when dealing with it, because depending on how you deal with this situation at this point, might tell when it bursts, it does burst, whether it's a good thing or bad thing for you. For the tarot card, you have the 5 of Wands, the reverse 6 of Cups, and the 2 of Pentacles. So this month, you're dealing with some type of resistance. Because of this resistance, it's causing you not to be able to let go of the past. Because of that, that's leading you to some instability in yourself and in your life. Your guides, for their advice, they recommend the Elder Firefly, Shine Your Light. The Elder Firefly, shining your light, that's usually going within and really shining the light on any shadows within you, so you can get some clarity to share your wisdom and be able to speak your truth and be honest. So your guides recommend, if you want to minimize the instability that's going on, that will lead to be honest and speak your truth. The Elder comes to remind you that moving through pain and suffering is part of this human experience. You dance with darkness, and each time a part of you is ultimately transformed. With every growing pain, your inner spark increases in potency and power. The flame of your soul shines with brighter than before. Firefly asks you to claim the illuminated parts of you, knowing that you have moved through so much to get there. It is now time to allow the world to see your spark. An Elder Firefly asks you to share the wisdom of all that you have learned. And that is it for the Aries reading. And next up is the Taurus. Hi Taurus, this is your energy reading for the month of June. To start off, the overall energy for this reading is the full moon in Aquarius. Show the world the real you. So for this month of June, you can be dealing with a situation or connection where you're spending too much time in your head and not enough time in your emotions, your heart, and your human side. You could be dealing with a connection that you are keeping at arm's length. You're being aloof or remaining unattached from. This could be with a connection or a friend that needs something from you, or needs you to be a friend or be there for them, to show who you really are. And if you're continuing to push them away or remain unattached from them, this could cause in this connection some type of unexpected change, or possibly some type of unconventional change within this connection. For the tarot card, you have the Page of Wands, the Six of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. So it looks like this month you want to go out and do something fun, exciting, something you're interested in. So you reconnect with someone from your past. But that ends up leading into some drama or disruptions, causing some type of big change within this connection. For some advice from your guides, they recommend the elder orca tend to your village. So they recommend tending to your village, your family, your community, your friends. If you consider this person from your past a close personal friend that you care about and you want to keep in your life, they recommend tending to it, lowering your guards, being there for them. It's a powerful call to turn to those whom you care for the most. The elder orca invites you to reach out to the people who feel like home and commit to strengthening your bonds with them. This elder invites you to reclaim family ties, familial ties, and offer love to those who are nearest and dearest to you. Sometimes your family community is a chosen one. Elder Orca is an incredible communicator and reminds you that in order to deepen your bonds with those in your closest circles, sharing the truth from your heart is key. You are asked to dive deep into your commitment to those whom you love and care for. It's time to step up and become a more present and active member of the village. That is it for the Taurus reading. Next up is Gemini. Hi Gemini, this is your energy reading for the month of June. To start off, the overall energy for this reading is the gibbous moon. You're very close to achieving your goal. So something that you've been working towards has been building, slowly building and building and building. And it's close to being ready, close to bursting, and being able to achieve whatever you're setting out to do. This is a card to remind you to stay focused and to keep the momentum going on the situation. This also can mean that because it's been building and building and it's close to bursting, that the situation can be possibly tense. So maybe show some caution when dealing with it, because when it does burst, how you treat it or how your situation around it maybe will affect the possibilities or options that will come from it, or how if it'll be good or bad, or if it'll work out for you in the end. For the tarot card, you have the reverse Ten of Wands, the Sun card, and the Knight of Cups. So you are finally getting freedom from a situation that you've been dealing with. A situation that you've been struggling with or feeling weighed down by. You're gaining freedom and your burdens are being lifted. And that's allowing you to follow your heart, to go after what your heart wants. For some advice from your guides, they give you the Elder Frog, break generational cycles. So they're recommending to focus on breaking or healing generational wounds. This is a card of rebirth and renewal. When you swam in your mother's waters, you were sensitive to the energy swirling around, imprinted with different thoughts, words, and environments. In those waters, you were also exposed to inherited energy threads that link you to generational pasts. With each step, you have chosen what to carry with you and what to heal and release. Addressing generational wounds is a lifelong journey and is calling to you once again. A generational wound is coming forward for you, and as you bring healing awareness to it, Elder Frog guides you through the waters of creation with care and safety. As you move through this renewal, there are waves of wisdom that flow forward, connecting you to the stories, healing, and resilience of your ancestors. Each time you swim into the depths of your generational healing, you will emerge cleansed and renewed. And that is it for the Gemini reading. Up next is Cancer. Hi Cancers, this is your energy reading for the month of June. To start off, the overall energy for the month is the third quarter moon. Adjustments are required. So a situation that you're dealing with, this is suggesting that it's a time of reevaluation. Things have maybe started off in a negative light, that a lot of a negativity or toxic emotions were allowed to build up in you around a situation. But there are changes that were made and that are coming towards you, new exciting things. But to really be able to fully accept the newness that's coming toward you, you need to be able to release those negative emotions and that toxic emotions. And this is going to require a lot of trust in your part. For the tarot cards, you have the Chariot, the reverse Chariot, the Death card, and the King of Wands. So for the month of June, it looks like you're going through a type of transition or transformation, a major one for you. You're finally going to be able to bring it into a lack of control in your life, a lack of movement. And this is going to be a new beginning for you to be able to start taking action, to have an adventure, going out and do things. For the advice from your guides, is the Elder Cardinal. Ignite your flame. This suggests that you spread your wings and fly. You're free. Ignite your flame, ignite your passion, follow your heart. This elder asks you to reconnect to your inner flame. There's a fire that dances inside of you, yearning to be expressed and released. Maybe it's a truth that needs to be shared, or maybe it's a way of leading in the world. But whatever it may be, a call to courage is a message of Elder Cardinal. You have the support of generations behind you. And if your flame feels small or you feel scared, lean into your ancestral support and they will remind you of why you're here. Elder Cardinal brings a splash of good luck, encouraging your inner flame to grow into the magnificent fire that your ancestors have always held for you. Be loud and be proud. Your life force is yearning to be shared. And that is it for the Cancer reading. Next up is the Leos. Hi Leos, this is your energy reading for the month of June. To start off, the overall energy for this reading and for this month, the month of June, is the third quarter moon. Adjustments are required. For this card, it usually represents a time of reevaluation. For the month of June, it's a good time to reevaluate everything that's going on in your life, from connections to situations that you're dealing with, even to habits you have. Take a look at everything that's going on in your life and see where everything's going well, where things are going good and positive for you, so that you can show gratitude for that. And then also take a look at all the areas where things are maybe not going so well for you, the negative, or where there's toxic patterns, where you can pinpoint those. And so that will give you an idea of what maybe you need to readjust, make some changes, to maybe making a course correction, maybe even cutting ties with certain things or certain people that are no longer serving your highest good. For the adjustments are required card, it's also for a particular situation that you could be dealing with that month. It means that whatever situation you're dealing with, for the outcome you're looking for it, it's going to require some changes. It's going to require you to make some adjustments to it, because where it's headed is not going to be in your favor. It can also mean for the third quarter moon that sometimes this, for some people, this could mean that there might be some type of small crisis that might pop up, or like a aha moment for you, where you're going to have to figure out what you want to keep in your life and what you need to leave behind. It's going to be that moment for you that could happen this month. And sometimes these moments, even the situation that you might be dealing with, will require some trust on your part to believe that the changes that you're making for yourself will benefit you in the end. For the tarot cards, you have the Three of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Emperor card. So you are ready for a change for the better. You're ready to walk away from a difficult situation that you've been dealing with because of a lack of commitment, or not wanting to commit to working with others or working with someone on a project or situation going forward. And that's leading you to want to connect to an authority figure in this situation. For the advice from your guides, they're giving you the Elder Spider. Weave your magic, or weave your medicine. When the Elder Spider pops up in the cards, it's usually your guides telling you that you have the power, you have the skills and abilities to weave your own protection, to solve any of your problems, fix any of your issues that you have yourself that's within you. Sometimes it's just mean that you need to fancy it up or be more creative on how you approach the situation, but you do have the skills and abilities in you to solve anything that you're dealing with. It's a time of creation, and your current hopes and intentions matter. It's a time of focus, and just as spider weaves their web with great patience, you too are asked to channel this level of precision in your creations. Each thread you spin will make a mark, so weave with care. Spider asks you to bring forward all the untold stories that lie in your heart and spirit, and pull out the ancestral knowledge and teachings from your lineage. Write, sing, paint, speak, and share your unique thread of humanity. With Spider Elder's help, your creations will be received in a favorable way. So they're going to be with you on your way through this. And that is it for the Leo reading. And next up is the Virgos. Hi Virgos, this is your energy reading for the month of June. To start off, the overall energy for this month, you have the full moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution. So full moon in Cancer, woof. This is going to be a very heated month for you. Very supercharged, super emotional month. Especially regarding a situation around family. And this usually is revolving around family, but not necessarily. This is around personal, something around personal going on with you in a situation. It's usually when this card pops up, it's asking you to, especially if you are the leader or the ringleader of a situation that's going on in your family, to focus on making sure you're being kind to those around you and that are working with you in a situation. And it's asking you to try to overcome any insecurities that you're having in this situation, because the emotions are high. There's could be a lot of tension around the situation, and it's asking you to step up and being that ringleader, to keep everybody calm and really show gratitude for those around you. This can also be a card that's saying all is well and that the situation is about to be over and it's come to its resolution, and that it'll be a time that you can relax, and you'll be able to relax once it's over. For the tarot cards, you have the Tower card, the Six of Wands, and the Hierophant. So you are trying to focus on accomplishing something successfully, achieving successfully something that you're working towards after experiencing a sudden loss. And that's leading to some type of tradition, religion, something around the religion. Since it's the month of June, this could be revolving around marriage or a wedding for a lot of you. For advice from your guides, they recommend the Elder Snake. Release the old. For the Elder Snake, when it pops up in the deck, this is usually your guides are trying to tell you that going forward, especially with the Hierophant, if this is a wedding or marriage for a lot of you, going forward to be able to step into this new you, this new life, you need to let go of the past, shed your old you, your old life, to really step into this successfully, going into this next phase of your life. And if you want to go into it with a lighter heart and have a happier time about it, you need to be able to release all the heaviness in your heart that's kind of weighing you down. So the guides are asking you to release the old. Elder Snake slithers in, asking you to tend to the parts of yourself that are merging. Shedding the old is not always a comfortable process, as there's not always a roadmap for how to move through the world in a new way. Snake helps you to take the recently shed layers into a death ceremony so you can honor the stories you've lived, the pain you experienced, and the choice to let go. There is always a transitional, liminal space between releasing the old and calling in the new. An Elder Snake is here to steady you. The liminal space can feel chaotic and disorienting, for your new layer of skin has not fully merged, and therefore it needs to be tended to with gentleness and care. Just as Elder Snake wraps its coil to sun themselves on the rocks, you too can curl up, rest, and nourish yourself with things that warm your soul. They remind you that the land recognizes you and that you belong no matter what you're going through. Grieve well and weep the old season of your life. With this elder's help, the earth will help you transmute the heartache. And that is it for the Virgo reading. Next up is Libra. Hi Libras, this is your energy reading for the month of June. For the overall month In this reading, the energy is the full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. So this card is wanting to call attention to, for this month, to be able to open yourself up to seeing that you are good enough for the things that you want in life, and that you are good enough for being able to achieve what you want to achieve. Sometimes this can revolve around humility in some people, where they sometimes can be too humble to the extent that they underrate themselves. They really start to believe that you're not good enough for the things that you want. And sometimes this could be through being overcritical of yourself and second guessing yourself. For the opposite end, for certain people, this can also be around having to face the difficult question of, are you being too picky in a situation? And this could be also because maybe you don't think you're too good. You don't think you're good enough, so you become extremely critical and picky about the things. This is a good time to ask the tough questions and really be honest with yourself about situations that you find yourself in. Really ask yourself how you've gotten into a situation and be honest with yourself, because what you tell yourself will help you gain clarity on how to move forward out of the situation or in the situation, or maybe how to back yourself out of it. If you're honest, the answers will come to you. This is a time to pay attention to the details of a situation, and that hard work that you put into it will show results. This card also is a good reminder to start working on decluttering your home, your life, your office. It's also a card to say that it's never too late to start focusing on a healthier lifestyle. Okay, for the tarot cards, you have the Ace of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. So for the month of June, your main energy is around collaborating or working with others for a new beginning at happiness for yourself, so that you can focusing on being a better person, or really embracing emotional maturity in your life. For the advice from your guides, they give you the Elder Turtle, slow down. When they present the Elder Turtle, they are recommending you slow down, take your time, don't make any rush decisions or actions in this process that you're going through. Elder Turtle has arrived to align you and balance your nervous system when you are in a state of overwhelm, overextending and pushing yourself beyond. Your capability can leave your system feeling frayed and vulnerable. Elder Turtle moves slowly and intentionally, calling you to walk beside them. If it feels like things are not happening fast enough in your life, know that this is the medicine you need at this time. Your system must build capacity for the next steps to happen. It's not time to push past your limits, as your body and spirit always know. And that is it for the Libra reading. Next up is Scorpio. Hi Scorpios, this is your energy reading for the month of June. To start off, the overall energy for this spread and for that month is the waxing moon. The energy is gaining momentum. This card is usually a card to show that you're moving in the right direction. This is a very positive card to receive in the deck. It's usually around a situation you're dealing with. Maybe you're working on creating a certain reality for yourself. This is saying that continue on, you're going in the right direction, things are gaining momentum for you, but you're not quite there yet. More effort and energy is needed. For those that maybe are still in the planning phase, like you're still meditating about it, thinking about it, and you haven't really done anything to move on from that stage, this is a card to tell you it's time to stop thinking about it and start taking action, start taking practical steps to making the reality you want to happen. For the tarot cards, you receive the Five of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. So you are really embracing your inner Queen of Swords right now. You're very focused and determined to cut out any toxic habits or people out of your life. And this is after some type of unpleasant or unwelcome change that happened. And you're hoping by cutting these toxic habits and people out of your life that you will be able to regain your happiness and regain your stability moving forward. For the advice from your guides, they give you the Elder Huron, practice patience. When your guides give you this card, they're wanting you to find patience with yourself, or give yourself some patience, especially with dealing with something like cutting out toxic things out of your life. This is not easy to get to this stage. It can be quite challenging, but they know you can do it, and you just got to remember to be patient with yourself, show yourself some self-love, that you've done a lot of work and you've come this far. This elder is here to remind you that there is profound wisdom in practicing patience. You are asked to return to what you know to be true and release the outside noise and opinions of those who surround you. Sometimes this path can seem like it moves at a slower pace, as you are asked to trust the flow of life and the inner stirrings of your soul. Patience is indeed a virtue at this time. You will soon see that listening to your inner wisdom voice brings immense joy and breathtaking beauty when you finally decide to spread your wings and soar. It's a magnificent sight to see when Elder Huron finally takes flight with a fish caught in their beak. A journey that will be yours when you commit to patience and quiet listening. And that is it for the Scorpio reading. And next up is the Sagittarius one. Hi Sagittarius, this is your energy reading for the month of June. For the overall energy for this reading and for the month of June, you have full moon in Pisces, balance, spirituality, and practicality. For one of the first things that calls to me, that is for some of you, this could be revolving around basically practicing what you preach in life. Because everybody always has strong beliefs, opinions, philosophies about life and how they live their life. So this is a card bringing your attention to that, and whether or not you're actually applying it in your daily life to practical matters. Are you actually practicing these beliefs are you bringing these thoughts and feelings and beliefs that you feel into your everyday life? This can also be a signal for some of you, especially this being in Pisces. A lot of you might be living in your head right now. You're with your head in your cloud, basically your head in the clouds. You're daydreaming about things, about possibilities of life, but you're not really bringing it down into reality and making things happen. You're not taking practical steps to make it happen. And this could be a sign that if you want these things to come into what you've been dreaming about to come into play, you need to actually start taking action on them. This is also a sign for, since it's Pisces, you have your two little fish here. This could for romantic connections. This could be a time for your being maybe feeling really romantic. You're caught in that feeling. And it might be sometimes leaning a bit too into being unrealistically romantic, having these romantic ideas that maybe they're unrealistic. This is a time that for possibilities, if you're opening yourself up to opportunities, you might be single, opening up to possibilities of love that might be coming into your life this month. And that the new connection that might be coming in your life, that might be a possible soulmate for you. Regarding the spirituality aspects, for a rare few of you, this also might be a sign that, just a reminder that if you're using some type of substance for your spirituality practice, that you might want to focus on not abusing it. For the tarot cards, you have the Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the King of Wands. So for the month of June, you are opening yourself up to possibilities of love. You're starting a new relationship. And this is after you were able to create some long-term stability within your life. So it's allowing you to really open up and focus on romance again. And that's going to lead you to connect with a King of Wands. So this is someone that can be another fire sign. This could be someone who's very passionate, someone who has leadership qualities, someone that has the entrepreneurial spirit. For the advice from your guides, they give you the Elder Huron, practice patience. So they recommend, their advice is to practice patience within this connection, this new relationship or connection. Be patient with it and yourself and with this person. The Elder is here to remind you that there is profound wisdom in practicing patience. You are asked to return to what you know to be true and release the outside noise and opinions of those who surround you. Sometimes this path can seem like it moves at a slower pace as you're asked to trust the flow of life and the inner strings of your soul. Patience is indeed a virtue at this time, and you will soon see that listening to your wise inner voice brings immense joy and breathtaking beauty when you finally decide to spread your wide wings and fly. It's a magnificent sight to see when Elder Huron finally takes flight with a fish caught in their beak. A journey that will be yours when you commit to patience and quiet listening. And that is it for the Sagittarius reading. Next up is the Capricorns. Hi Capricorns, this is your energy reading for the month of June. For the overall energy for the spread and for the month of June, you have the full moon in Aquarius. Show the world the real you. So this card represents that you haven't been showing the world the real you, that you've been creating illusion of who you are, and that attracts certain connections, but they never last because you're not being authentic. And this is a card to show that you need to start being authentic so that you can actually attract in good connections that vibrate with your energy, so that you can have more stable relationships in your life. This could also represent that you might be dealing with someone or something in a certain situation where you need to detach from or keep at arm's length. If you're currently in a relationship with someone that seems to be going well, but you feel like you've been kind of detached from them or being aloof with them, this is the time to let down your guards and really show them who you are. And if they don't like it, it's time to move on. But if they do, great. This is also a card saying that you might be clinging to someone or thoughts of someone, and this is a time to move on from them or let them go if they are not the best energy match for you. For the tarot cards, you have the Nine of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. So for this month, you're having a lot of conversations this month, about a lot of back and forth conversations about being single or after choosing to remain single for a while. And that's so that you can focus on self-love, really nurturing that TLC. This is a time that you will learn to listen and trust what your intuition is telling you about what your heart wants. For your guides, your advice from your guides, they recommend the elder moose. Honor your lineage. So the advice your guides are giving around in your current situation is they think you should go back to your roots and reflect on your past, and reflect on where you come from. This card welcomes you to connect more deeply with your roots. This elder is a proud and powerful symbol of endurance and resilience, reminding you that your ancestors moved through so much and the medicine of their strength resides in you. This is a time of honoring, reconnection, and activating past and present healing. The old ones surround you closely as Elder Moose reminds you of the importance of where you came from, the medicine of your ancestral lands that formed you. With Moose's towering bulk at your side, you are safe to unlock the secrets of the past so you can reclaim your brilliant future. And all of your ancestral spirits that surround you will rejoice. So that is it for the month of June readings, and I will see you all in the next videos. Bye!